Alright guys, fasten your seatbelts because today we are diving into a story that's got the whole fandom freaking out. You know it's gonna be big when even the quietest corners of the internet start buzzing. What happened, you ask? Well, YangDi, yes, the YangDi, just made a confession to Dilraba Dilmurat that literally stopped everyone in their tracks. Whether you're a hardcore YangDi shipper or just a curious fan scrolling through YouTube, what you're about to hear is next level heart-stopping. We're talking about emotions, tension, drama, and a moment that feels like it was written for a drama, only this time, it's real life. This isn't a drill, it's not a scripted scene. It's not a promotional tease for their next drama together. It's a moment that felt raw, real, and totally unexpected. Let's go behind the scenes, into the fandom reactions, break down what was said, and uncover what it all means. So grab your snacks, get cozy, and let's talk about the confession that's making headlines everywhere. So here's how it all started. For weeks, rumors were floating around that YangDi and Dilraba Dilmurat had been growing closer, not just as co-stars but as something a little more intimate. Now, to be fair, these two have shared undeniable chemistry since their collaboration on You Are My Glory, and fans have shipped them so hard. Some have even created fanfics, edits, and social media pages just for them. But the industry is tough, and both YangDi and Dilraba are known to be private. So fans never really knew what was real and what was just great acting. Until now, recently, at a behind-the-scenes gathering after a filming wrap-up, which was meant to be a chill, low-key celebration, something totally unexpected happened. Someone handed YangDi a mic to give a short thank you speech. People were laughing, chatting, drinks clinking, the usual vibe. But then, YangDi's tone suddenly shifted. The room got quiet. He looked right at Dilraba, and we mean right at her, in front of everyone, and said something that nobody saw coming. I never believed that a co-star could become the most important person in your life. But Dilraba, you changed that. Boom. Just like that, the entire room froze. Even Dilraba looked stunned. You could see her eyes widening, her lips parting slightly like she didn't expect that at all. People thought it was part of a joke at first. But nope, YangDi wasn't smiling. His expression was serious, sincere, and filled with emotion. He went on, saying, "Every time we were filming together, I felt something that I couldn't explain. I tried to keep it professional, I told myself to focus on the project, but after a while, it wasn't acting anymore. The way I looked at you on screen, it was how I felt in real life." Guys, at that point, you could literally hear a pin drop. People were holding their breath, waiting for what would happen next. Dilraba didn't say anything right away, she just looked at him. Eyes glistening, like she was processing everything he had just said. And then, in true Dilraba fashion, she smiled. Not the polite smile she gives at interviews. This was different. It was warm, genuine, and so full of emotion that fans watching the leaked video clip couldn't help but freak out. It was as if something unspoken had just been confirmed in front of everyone. Now, let's rewind a bit, because this moment didn't come out of nowhere. If you've been paying attention, there have been so many subtle signs that something more might be brewing between YangDi and Dilraba. Remember when they were spotted walking out of a restaurant late at night, masks on, heads low? At the time, it was brushed off as just colleagues having dinner. But the way YangDi subtly reached out to make sure she didn't trip on the stairs, that wasn't just friendly behavior. That was instinctual, protective, intimate. Or how about during a recent variety show appearance, when they were seated together and Dilraba made a small joke? YangDi couldn't stop smiling, and not the casual that was funny smile. This was the kind of smile that said, "I could watch you all day." And let's not forget fan events, red carpets, and award ceremonies. Whenever these two are in the same room, it's like their entire focus is on each other. From shared glances to synchronized movements, the chemistry is undeniable. But despite all the signs, both stars stayed quiet, until now. What makes YangDi's confession even more powerful is the fact that he's not the type to just spill his emotions in public. If you've followed him over the years, you know he's calm, collected, and very careful with his words. So for him to get up in front of everyone and say that Dilraba had become the most important person in his life? That's not just romantic, it's monumental. And of course, the internet exploded. Within minutes, fan pages were flooded with clips of the moment. The hashtag #YangYang confesses to Dilraba shot to the top of Weibo's trending list. On TikTok, fans were editing the moment with emotional music, slow-motion replays, and commentary like, "This is not a drill." And they're real OMG. Some fans were even crying in their reaction videos, saying things like, "We waited so long for this moment and it finally happened." Others were still in shock, commenting, "Is this real life or a deleted scene from You Are My Glory?" But it wasn't just fans reacting, the media also jumped in. Multiple entertainment news outlets picked up the story, analyzing Yang's words and Dilraba's reaction frame by frame. Experts in body language were even brought in to dissect the moment, concluding that Dilraba's smile and the way she leaned slightly toward Yang suggested affection and familiarity. Interestingly, both Yang and Dilraba's agencies have remained tight-lipped. No official statement has been released yet, which is only adding fuel to the fire. In situations like this, silence often speaks louder than words, and the fans are reading into every little detail. Since the confession, eagle-eyed netizens have noticed even more hints. Like how Yang was seen leaving a building that also houses Dilraba's studio. Or how they were both spotted wearing what looked like matching bracelets. Coincidence? Some fans think not. Others are wondering if this moment was a soft launch, a gentle way of preparing fans for an eventual official announcement. After all, with such massive followings, both Yang and Dilraba have to tread carefully. Going public with a relationship isn't easy in the Chinese entertainment industry, where privacy is precious and rumors can make or break careers. But if this confession is any indication, they may just be ready to take that leap together. And if you ask fans, they're so ready for it. Social media is filled with messages of support like, "We will always support you too." And true love wins. Some are even planning mini online parties in celebration of the confession, complete with digital fan art, tribute videos, and countdowns to a possible confirmation. Honestly, watching the fandom come alive like this is heartwarming. For years, people have rooted for this couple, whether as actors, characters, or just two beautiful souls who seem to complete each other. And now, it feels like something real is finally happening. What's even more interesting is that this could change the way celebrity relationships are viewed in China. Historically, many stars have kept their love lives under wraps due to public pressure. But moments like this, sincere, vulnerable, and full of heart, might be the key to slowly changing that narrative. Of course, nothing is confirmed yet. But let's be honest, after Yang's emotional speech, it's hard to imagine this was just a friendly gesture. The way he looked at Dilraba? That wasn't scripted, that was love, pure, unfiltered love. And fans? They felt it, deeply. So what now? Well, we wait, we watch, and we keep supporting them, both individually and as a possible couple. Whether they go public tomorrow, next month, or never, one thing is for sure. Something special exists between Yang and Dilraba Dilmurat. Something rare. And if Yang's confession is anything to go by, it's something worth holding on to. As fans, all we can do is respect their journey, cheer them on, and be grateful we got to witness such a genuine, beautiful moment. Because let's face it, in a world filled with drama, edits, and carefully curated posts, that kind of raw emotion? That's the real glory. Phew, that was intense, wasn't it? If you've made it this far, thank you for sticking with me through this emotional rollercoaster. Yang and Dilraba have always been icons in their own right, but now, after that jaw-dropping confession, there's something even more powerful, a symbol of hope, courage, and maybe, just maybe, real-life love in the world of showbiz. So, what do you think? Was Yang confessing his love for real? Do you think this is the start of something official? Or is there still more to come? Let me know in the comments. I'm dying to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow YangDi shippers. Let's ride this wave of feels together. Until next time, keep smiling, keep supporting, and keep believing in love, on screen and off.